Okay, so, gosh, this chair, sorry about that again. So I wanted to show you real quick how I use the computer with the SP, and also you can use the iPad to do so. And actually, um, I had to use the iPad so that I could still record and get the volume because I use my phone for recording. But you could use your phone instead of the iPad if you don't have an iPad, which is perfectly fine. Um, so yes, you can plug the iPad directly into the SP and it'll work just fine that way if you don't have a computer. But the reason why I use the computer is because I have sounds, which you can't hear right now because I need to, I think, do this. Nope. So yeah, I have sounds that I use through the computer. Why is it not playing out? Let's see if I hit. Okay, you can hear it. It's kind of low right now. But this is just a loop I made on the computer. So I'm just going to show you my technique of recording in. I like to put this on waiting. Hold on one second. Let me check on something, see why. Okay, yeah. I like to put this on waiting. What I mean by that is if you hold shift and you do your count in, you can go count in off, 1 measure, 2 measures, or count in waiting. And the reason why is because if I'm going to use the computer, I have 2 hands, obviously, but I can't reach back and forth and have that perfect timing. So I'll typically, oh, I know why you didn't hear it. Yeah, because I was on the wrong one. So I'll typically record in to the SP, sometimes, or record rather, I'm sorry, and then take the SD card is what I meant to say. And I'll put it on there and then transfer it, all that stuff. But now that I have the MacBook hooked to the actual SP, it's pretty simple just to record in. And if you put it on waiting, what you can do is instead of hitting resample, because if you hit resample, it'll start right away and you got to have your timing. That's why I don't do that. So, but if you hit record and then select the pad, you'll see it'll wait for you. So it's waiting on a signal to come through. So now if I hit on the computer, let me do this on the computer. If I hit, you'll see it started recording. Okay, I'm gonna stop it there. So I'm gonna show you what I just did. So you hear how it's a 4-bar set of chords, right? I let the set go around and then come back to the first chord. And the reason is so I'll know where to set the loop point. It doesn't automatically, obviously, loop it in here. You have to work on, you have to get that down. But if you do waiting, you at least don't have to figure out where the start point is, right? It'll basically get you at the start. So then all you have to do is, you know, the loop point at the end. This is the end knob, the third knob. Okay, third control, second control, first control. So I'm going to refer to it as that. So you'll see how I'm sliding across, just like I would do in Koala. I would do it with my fingers. Here, you just do it with the knob. Then if you want to zoom in on a spot, you just twist here on this little push knob. And you'll see you can get pretty close. I think it zooms up to 11. So then just get close as you can. Again, zoom in, 10. Now we're at 10. And then you want to get it right where it starts over, which is right there. Press the button in and you'll see truncate. Go ahead and truncate. And now I find if you just do it that way as close as you can, it's pretty good. So then all I need to do is hit loop. So now I know that will loop. You see the L come over there. So press the loop button. Okay. And then I'm going to hit the enter again on the, when I hit enter, I'm touching the menu, by the way. The menu comes up. I'm going to go to normalize. Okay. And then there's the volume. It's pretty good. Okay, so now that loop is set. I'm going to turn loop off, and then I'm going to go into my pattern. I have it set to 85, which is the BPM, and it should trigger. Okay, so I learned this trick from Lifted Noise, right? His channel. And I thought, at first I was like, oh, I really didn't get what he was saying, but now I get what he was saying. It makes sense. You can literally press resample, press a pad and hit record. And it basically just triggers now this pad is set, right? Then delete what's on there. Well, before you delete what's on there, go to pattern mode and set a pattern up for this to be the target. So now every time I record on this one, it's already set in here to go. And it just saves you time. So if you build a template, you could build a template with all 4 of your parts. Let's say right here, maybe like your chords, your melody, your kicks, or maybe you have more than that because you might do drums on one set and have it all trigger ready. Record in what you're going to do, whether you're using the iPad or whether you're using the phone or whether you're using the computer, wherever your device you're getting the sound from, into the SP. And now you're pretty much set. You don't have to go in there and try to time it to perfectly get it on. It's set. And the way I did it was I turned pattern on. And then when I hit record, I set it to the, what is it called? The remain button, rather, to set it up on the step sequencer. Come on, Ben, you can do this. On the step sequencer. And so now it's easier to just put it on the step sequencer and that first pad is ready. If I want to do the same with the next pad, I can just keep it going. I guess I did hit that. All right, we'll just go off. But yeah, so now it triggers from that first pad. And I set it to 4 bars, so I shouldn't have to do anything. And it should loop. See? So now this feature, and if you don't get it, ask me in the comments and I may do another one on it because I probably didn't explain it as well. But if you have an SP, the Mark II at least, and you get this, what Lifted Noise was talking about, watch his channel too. Aro, I think is his name, but Lifted Noise is a channel. But yeah, he really just, his little hack right there just made everything so much quicker, because now you can build a template, and he talks about that too in there. You can build a template and have all that set up, so when you come into SP, it's not a slow process of building something. It's more like, what are you going to sample in to do it? So you could, by the way, you can color these channels too if you want, but you could have your drums and everything here, and then still use another page for all your actual playing in. Like I do my drums. You'll see, hold on, I gotta exit out of pattern. All my drums are typically on my J channel, my last channel. But if I do what he did, I could literally record in the drums now and be flying through a recording and building something in the SP really quick. Now, I just saw this video, last night he posted it. So I haven't had a chance to practice. But I got the concept of what he was doing immediately because I have the SP. If you don't have an SP and you're thinking about getting one, then you'll watch this video or watch his video later and you'll get the concept of what he means to speed up the workflow. Because a lot of people complain about the workflow and honestly, I think the workflow is fast even without that, but you got to kind of figure out techniques to make it go fast. And I just showed you one that I use all the time, which is pretty much use the weight to record in so that it only captures off of the signal that you put in. Because if you don't, then you got to sit there and try to figure out the beginning and the end of the loop point. And that can be quite annoying. I don't use the mark as much as people do. Like I know a lot of people will get on there and right? Then they'll hit the skip back. So you hear, I think it's right here. If it captured it. It's supposed to do 40 seconds of skip back, but for some reason it didn't capture whatever that was. Are you sure you want to loss? I don't care. No skip back trigger data. No skip back. Okay, so let's trigger some data. Let's see if we can. Interesting. For some reason, it's not triggering the data. It should, though. Let's see if that has to do with... Let's go into utility. Maybe I turned it off or something, which would be weird. I'm on the latest version. Maybe it has to do with the fact that I have... I still should do it. I was gonna say I have the thing plugged in. I'm not sure why it's not triggering data or whatever that is. But anyway, that doesn't matter. That wasn't what this video is about. I got sidetracked that easy. Yeah, so use that feature if you want. Use that feature. And then too, if you don't want to use your standard drums, you still can easily hit import. Shift 14 is import. All right, click in, go pick up some drums. I hardly ever use these drums anymore. Oh, Lord. These drums got some kick to them. All right, let's... I wasn't expecting that to hit that. Okay, let's go to this kit here. This kicks. All these drums is punching me. They hit louder too for some reason, like on the sub pad, which is something Roland might want to. I would prefer. I mean, some people may like that, but personally, I want to hear what. We'll try that one. I want to hear what it sounds like, and I don't want all that like extra loud. Maybe there's some validity to that though, having it that loud. I don't know. But you can see like when it's not fixed, maybe because it's fixed velocity. Maybe that's why. Like these aren't. Now you can see up here I have the velocity sensitivity on. So maybe they put the sub pad as automatic fixed velocity. I don't know. But anyway, so check this out. So you have to go resample, touch, record, and hit record again. Okay, so now it's done. Then you go here. Okay, and then you're gonna punch that one in too with this one. So all you would have to do, I'm gonna copy it over for the sake of doing it. And then all you would have to do is go onto this one. You're gonna go, why does this keep changing from 85? Okay, so you're gonna pick this pad, leave it at 4 bars. And now you're going to, so what you have to do is, this is only good though, in my opinion, is if you recorded the loop already. And you're using the loop that you're doing. Because I would think that personally, that I would just rather go in and just start recording the drums over that. But I guess for timing purposes, if you bring it in a loop or something, maybe that would be good. So let's hit record. What in the world is going on? Okay, hold on a second. Oh. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm on the wrong one. That's why it's doing that. It's like, why is this thing? Okay, there we go. All right. It was weird how that jumped over. So I was on the wrong track. My bad. All right. So we're going to go back to record. Select this pad. We're going to do the drums in real time. But I think I said this before. I'm going to turn the strength up, even though I usually wouldn't, just so it's to the 16 on the grid. And then I'm going to do the hats that way. Actually, Should I do the hats that way? I'm gonna do the kick and this. Yeah, I'll do the hats, whatever. Hit record. You can turn the grid down. So, in my all honest opinion, his method works great when you're outsourcing it. So if you're bringing something from a device in, it's the way to go, because what it does is it allows you to get that timing, everything spot on, right? Where you need it to be, so you bring it in. And that's kind of cool. The only thing it won't do for me, in my personal opinion, is it's not good for if I'm going to drum, because I can drum inside of here already. So unless I'm bringing in a loop or something that I want, there's no purpose in this. But this mechanism is kind of nice for recording in. And then I haven't even got to the whole thing where I can now, with this way it's set up, I can record into the iPad, or even bring something from the iPad back into the SP. So let's just try this for a second here. Let's say I go to import on the iPad and I want to bring some folly in. We'll use like an ocean or something weird. Okay, we'll just put that in. So then if I go back, or not back, here, and I record here. So what I'm gonna do is delete this pad now. Oh wait, I didn't program it, hold on a second. Okay, it doesn't matter. We're gonna go into the pattern. On this pattern, we're going to copy it over here. And then on this one, we're going to throw this pattern thing in that we want to do. So we need to go to T-Rec, right? So we're going to go record to 3, hit T-Rec. We're going to do a 4-bar, which is fine. Okay. And then hit record again. And you're going to select this pad. And you want it to start on the 1, right? So there you go. Exit out. Now you could have all this set up. You don't have to sit there and do it one by one. You could literally have this set up. I'm just showing you. We're going to delete this pad now. It doesn't matter. It's going to trigger from this pad. So now when I hit record and I tell it to wait, right? I'm telling it to wait for the sound. I'm going to select this pad. Now it's going to wait. Then I just hit the button. I'm on the iPad with a koala open. I'm just going to grab something. Hold on, it's got to go to this export. It's not picking it up. So that does mean I can't use that as the outsource. It's only input at this point. So I would have to go settings, audio, metronome, background. Okay, so I actually have that wrong. I can't go out from the iPad because the iPad is using the interface. So I would have to literally unplug the interface, record, use an input to record into there from the iPad, which is fine too, because I'm technically not running, but I lose the sound on the volume on here. So I have to figure out that whole deal. But I'm just going to record it for what I think is 8 bars, just to show you. Okay, that's good. All right, cool. Now we can plug this back up. So as soon as this thing comes back on, right, this is just Folly, so it's not a big deal. You can see where I recorded it. I'm not even going to normalize this because it's just Folly. I just want it to play in the background. But I'm just going to pick what I think might go for 4 bars, which I'm just going to pick there, truncate it. Okay, cool. So now it's there. I don't have to do anything, right? I just recorded in that one part, hit pattern select, and it should, if I play this, it should be there. Oh wait, did I ever plug? Hold on a second. I don't know if I ever programmed it when I did record. Okay. Oh, I have the gate on. That's why it's doing that. I'm wondering why I was like, yeah, you got to turn the gate off because you know what gate means. I got to hold it down if I don't. There it is. See how quick that was? I know I made a mistake, so it doesn't seem like it, but. And of course, it's not in sync, right? Because I didn't even make sure it was 4 bars. I just was doing it. But the point is if you set this template up the way he has it, if you're going to use an external instrument into it, this is actually much better. And also one thing to remember is hit shift input setting, which is the external source, and make sure it's set to external end. And if you put it on mix, it's going to do the stuff inside of the SP. It's not going to do it right if you don't. So make sure that it's on external input so that it brings the sound in and allows you to record it that way. Anyway, so much cool stuff. I got to get back to what I got to do, which is some work. And I will do another video on this where I'll show it. And maybe I haven't even set my own template up. Mind you, I just saw this last night and I just thought about it this morning. I should show it, but maybe I should have spent a little more time. It's a long video. You'll see a lot of mistakes in here, but it's good to see mistakes because it can help you to not feel alone when you're making mistakes. I'll do another video on this and make it shorter once I set a template up. But I just started really recording in other than like something from the iPhone or whatever. So this is all kind of new. So give me a little time to work out the kinks and we'll be good. All right, that's it. I'm out.